Hello students, welcome back to StudyNest, your online digital channel where we study, understand and learn English in a better way. So today we'll do a chapter of ICSE board for class 9th and 10th, Hearts and Hands. This is a story written by O. Henry. O. Henry is famous for some very beautiful and magnificent stories, as if you have read The Last Leaf, The Cop and the Anthem, which is a very good one, and After 20 Years. And there are many more written by O. Henry. William Sidney Potter was an American writer who wrote under the pen name O. Henry. His short stories are well known for ready wit, gentle humor, and surprise ending. Even this story has a surprise ending. His story Hearts and Hands described the chance encounter on a train. On a train, by chance, a boy and a girl met between two acquaintances. Acquaintance means those who know each other very well. One is Miss Fairchild and other is Mr. Easton. So they are quite aware of each other, familiar to each other, and by chance they met on a train. The situation turns awkward when Miss Fairchild notices that Easton is handcuffed. Handcuffed means like arrested to a grim looking man. Grim means gloomy. The man intervenes means involves to save Easton from the embarrassment and prevent the girl from discovering the truth about him. It is only through the observation of their fellow passengers that the reader is made aware of the real nature of the relationship between the two men handcuffed to each other. So this story is a very interesting story, and the most important and surprising part the writer kept till the end, for the end. Now we'll come to the title. The title Hearts and Hands is suitable and suggestive. It is suitable because the story revolves around a young girl who is emotionally attached to a counterfeiter. Counterfeiter means who has done something wrong or falsely copied someone else's work. Now the theme, O. Henry present an ironical situation in the story. It's an ironical situation in the story. The story is subtle, means easily understood and intelligent. It's an good story with a very intelligent ending at the last. The irony at the end of the story makes the story very interesting. Now we'll start the story and I'll explain the story in English and Hindi as well. At Denver. Denver is the capital of Colorado in America. There was an influx of passengers into the coaches on the eastbound B&M Express. So influx means many people were getting inside the train. The train was full of people, and eastbound means traveling towards the east. ट्रेन जो थी डेनवर, जो डेनवर कैपिटल है कोलोराडो की अमेरिका में, वहाँ से चली. बहुत सारे पैसेंजर्स ट्रेन में चढ़े. ट्रेन जो थी वो ईस्ट की तरफ जा रही थी. In one coach there sat a very pretty woman dressed in elegant taste and surrounded by all the luxury comfort of an experienced traveler. So in a coach there was a very pretty, sophisticated lady who was elegantly, means in a very stylish way dressed up, and surrounded by all luxurious comforts. And all luxurious comfort, the whatever she was having, the possessions, whatever she possesses at that time were all full of luxury. This shows she belonged to a good family and a wealthy family. वो लेडी जो कोच में बैठी थी बहुत ही अच्छी तरह से ड्रेसअप हुई थी. उसके अगल बगल सारा सामान था जो ज़रूरत का था, बहुत ही शानदार सामान था, जिससे पता चलता है वो एक लग्जूरियस, एक अमीर घर की, वेल्दी घर की लेडी थी. Among the newcomers were two young men. So two young men who were there, they were the one who had just arrived. One of handsome presence with a bold, frank countenance. Countenance means face. One was very handsome and he was looking bold, he was looking frank. Looking at his face, it appeared that he was quite frank and bold. Looking at his face and manner. एक आदमी थे, जो दो लोग चढ़े थे उसमें एक बहुत ही शानदार व्यक्तित्व का मालिक था, अच्छा लग रहा था देखने में, बोल्ड था, फ्रैंक था, स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड था. उसकी शक्ल से लगता है, बहुत लोग, हम लोग शक्ल से लाइक पता कर लेते हैं हाउ दैट पर्सन. The other one, ruffle. Ruffle means rough person. Glum face. Glum is gloomy or lonely. heavily built means he was strong enough, and roughly dressed it means poorly dressed, not he was not dressed up like his fellow companion, not elegantly dressed up. The two men were handcuffed together, so they were handcuffed together. सो so, दो लोग आए थे, उसमें से एक आपको बता दिया बहुत ही शानदार व्यक्तित्व का मालिक था, अच्छा लग रहा था देखने का। दूसरा था थोड़ा सा ग्लूमी था, थोड़ा सा रफ था, और लेकिन अच्छी थी, उसकी पर्सनालिटी अच्छी थी, और वो लोग हथकड़ी लगाए हुए थे दोनों, एक का एक हाथ दूसरे का एक हाथ हथकड़ी बंधा हुआ था। एज दे पास डाउन द आयल of the coach, the only vacant seat offered was a reserved one facing the attractive young woman. So as they passed the passage, the aisle is the passage of the coach, the only vacant seat which was offered, that was the seat was vacant and anybody could come and sit there, was the one that was facing the attractive lady. It was totally opposite to the lady, and if anyone comes and sit on that seat, it means they both would be facing each other. अब एक ही सीट खाली थी जो कि उस लेडी के बिल्कुल ऑपोजिट थी, अगर आप उस पर बैठे तो उस लेडी से आप बिल्कुल फेस टू फेस हो जाएंगे। अब ये writer wants to tell us that the two people were very close to each other, in front of each other, so they could easily recognize each other. वो लोग एक दूसरे को easily पहचान सकते हैं। Here the link couples seated themselves. Link couple means दोनों के हथकड़ी लगी थी, तो they seated themselves. The young woman's glance fell upon with a distant, swift disinterest, then with a lovely smile brightening her countenance and tender pink tinging her rounded cheek, she held out a little grey gloved hand. So the young woman, who was, as I told you, was sophisticated, she glanced means looked at the one who was sitting in front of her, and her look was full of disinterest. She was not interested, she was pretending. Generally these people who are very sophisticated, they pretend that they don't have any interest in other things, and she looked in a way that she was not interested at all. And then suddenly she changed herself, and a lovely smile came on her face. उसने पहले उसकी तरफ एक ग्लांस किया जैसे कि वो उसका कोई इंटरेस्ट नहीं होता उस पर, और अचानक उसके चेहरे पे एक मुस्कान आ गई। And her round cheeks were pink in color. उसके जो cheeks थे वो गुलाबी रंग के हो गए। She held out a little grey gloved hand. So as I told you, she was a wealthy lady, a sophisticated lady, and attire was very good. So she was wearing a grey colored gloves, and she handed her hand in front. तो उसने अपना हाथ आगे बढ़ाया। When she spoke, her voice full, sweet and deliberate. So she started speaking. When she opened her mouth, her voice was sweet and deliberate. Deliberate means something done with an intention. उसकी voice sweet थी और deliberate थी, ऐसे जानबूझ के और मीठी बना ली थी उसने। Proclaimed that its owner was accustomed to speak and to be heard. It declared, when she opened her mouth, it declared, there was a declaration. In fact, it wasn't a literal declaration, but it appeared that she was not only a good speaker, but a good listener as well. तो जब वो बोलने के लिए उसने मुंह खोला तो ऐसे लगा कि ना वो केवल वो अच्छी तरह से सुन सकती है, बल्कि बहुत अच्छी तरह से बात भी कर सकती है। बहुत सारे लोग होते हैं वो अच्छे लिसनर होते हैं, बहुत सारे लोग होते हैं जो अच्छे स्पीकर होते हैं, बट शी हैड बोथ द क्वालिटी, शी वॉज अ गुड लिसनर एज वेल एज अ स्पीकर। Well, Mr. Easton, if you will make me speak first, I suppose I must. And see her way of speaking. Her way of speaking was very straightforward, and she said that if I know that you know me, and then also you are not talking to me, you haven't spoken a single word, and if you want me to speak first, don't you ever recognize old friends when you meet them in the well? So she is trying to teach that person in front of her some manners, it's etiquettes. That don't you recognize old people, old friends when you meet them in the West? तो वो उसको एक तरीके से एक तहजीब का पाठ पढ़ा रही है। उसको कहती है कि अगर आप चाहते हैं कि मैं पहले बोलूं तो मैं बताती हूं कि क्या आप अपने पुराने दोस्तों को नहीं पहचानते। The younger man roused himself sharply at the sound of her voice. So younger man means who was thinking something else, and suddenly he came out of those things and seemed to struggle with a slight embarrassment. Embarrassment means a sort of an awkward feeling. So he started feeling embarrassed because he was handcuffed and was sitting in front of someone who knew him very well, which he threw off instantly. And then he threw off his means, what did he throw? He threw his embarrassment. He again became fine again. He left that embarrassment behind, and then clasped her finger with his left hand. Then he held her hand with his left hand. Remember, left hand, right hand was handcuffed. सो जो आदमी अभी तक अपनी सोच में डूबा हुआ था, वो अपनी स्ट्रगल से निकलता है, वो और एक बार तो उसको बड़ा शर्म आती, खराब लगता है, लेकिन दूसरे पल वो सामान्य हो जाता है, वो अपना हाथ आगे बढ़ाता है, उससे बात करता है. इट्स मिस फेयरचाइल्ड, ही सेड विद अ स्माइल. इट मीन्स ही न्यू दैट लेडी. उसने, इसका मतलब उस लेडी को जानता था. उसने कहा, मिस फेयरचाइल्ड, आई विल आस्क यू टू एक्सक्यूज द अदर हैंड बिकॉज आई कैनॉट यूज माई अदर हैंड बिकॉज माई राइट हैंड इज हैंडकफ. सो इफ आप मुझे माफ़ करें, मैं अपना दूसरा हाथ नहीं यूज़ कर सकता हूँ. इट्स अदरवाइज इंगेज जस्ट एट प्रेजेंट. इंगेज मीन्स इट वॉज हैंडकफ. So that's also a good way of speaking or talking. You can people can learn. Generally, we are very straightforward. We are very blunt and raw while speaking. So this is a very good form which writer has mentioned, that it's engage at present. At present, I am handcuffed, so I cannot put my right hand in front. तो उसने कहा कि मैं अपना राइट हैंड नहीं दे सकता, लेफ्ट हैंड है, राइट हैंड तो आप देख ही नहीं, वो इंगेज है इस समय. He slightly raised his right hand, bound at the wrist of the shining bracelet, to the left one of his companion. So he raised his right hand to show to that lady that it's bound, that it is having a handcuff. तो उसने उस लेडी को दिखाने के लिए अपना हाथ उठाया, दिखाया कि उस पर हथकड़ी लगी हुई थी. The glad look in the girl's eyes slowly changed to be bewildered horror. So till now, a girl had she didn't notice that the person was handcuffed. So she was having a sort of a glad look in her eyes, because she met one of her old friend, could be one of her, could be her lover and her beloved. So she was very happy to see that person. But the moment she saw that the person is handcuffed, suddenly her expression changed. She was a bit confused and it was sort of a horror. अब जैसे उसने देखा कि वो आदमी के हथकड़ी लगी है, तो थोड़ा सा वो पहले कंफ्यूज हो गई. उसके जो चेहरे पे एक अच्छी सी स्माइल आई थी, वो चली गई. द ग्लो फेडेड फ्रॉम हर चीक्स. द पिंक ग्लो, इफ यू रिमेंबर, दैट ग्लो फेडेड अवे. मीन्स शी वॉज हियर राइट नाउ, शी वॉज in a sort of a horror. She was like surprised and sort of terrified. And यहाँ पे वो थोड़ा terrified थी, horror था उसके चेहरे पे, और वो डर गई थी कि उसके सामने जो उसका जो मिलने वाला था, उसके हथकड़ी लगी हुई थी. Instant with a light laugh as if amused. So when the people are amused, there is no option left. They come up with a light laugh only. That's the only option left with them. तो जब आदमी इस स्थिति में होता है, तो वो खिसियाहट से भरी मुस्कुराहट ही छोड़ता है और कुछ नहीं कर सकता. Was about to speak again when the other forestalled him. So when he was about to speak, suddenly his companion stopped him from speaking, and he took the job of speaking and talking to that lady. This shows that the other person was an intelligent one. The glum-faced man had been watching the girl's countenance with veiled glance from his keen, shrewd eye. So the glum-faced man had been watching. So this shows that even the glum-faced person was very keen. He was observant, calculative sort of a person, and he looked at the girl's face, and he saw that the girl was having a sort of a disgusting look toward that fellow who was sitting in front of her, and she was looking at that fellow with her keen and shrewd. She was judging what's the matter with that person. That's why she had a shrewd eyes. तो जो आदमी बैठा था उसके बगल में, उसने, वो बड़ा चालाक था. उसने देखा कि लड़की के चेहरे पे एक बड़ी अजीब सी उसने लुक देखा, एक ग्लांस किया, उस तरफ देखा जिस तरफ कि वो लड़का बैठा था, और शायद वो स्थिति को परखने की, जांचने की, समझने की कोशिश कर रही थी. यू विल एक्सक्यूज मी फॉर स्पीकिंग मिस, प्लीज एक्सक्यूज मी बिकॉज आई हैव इंटरप्टेड इन बिटवीन. So this showed that even that person had manners. But I see you are acquainted with the marshal here. But I feel that you know this marshal. Marshal is an officer, police officer. It could be a police officer. You know this. Who said this? That glum-faced person, the rough person, the strong person. He said this. That I feel that you know this person very well. If you will ask him to speak a word for me when he get to the pen, he will do it, and it will make things easier for me there. So if you ask him, now if you, remember, he's talking to that lady, and he said if you ask that person to tell about me. He will start writing and he'll tell about me. Okay, he's taking me to Leavenworth. Leavenworth is a military and a federal prison. Sorry. So that glum faced person said that he is taking me to Leavenworth, a prison, and what I have for what? Because it's a 7-year sentence. A sentence. I'm been behind. I'll remain behind the bar for 7 years for counterfeiting. Counterfeiting means for something fake I have done, something wrong I have done. So उसने कहा, आप जो ग्लम फेस पर्सन बैठा था उसने कहा मुझे एक आप माफ़ करिए, मैं बीच में बोल रहा हूँ, टोक रहा हूँ, और ये लगता है आपके पुराने मिलने वाले हैं जो मार्शल है, पुलिस ऑफिसर हैं, और आप अगर इनसे पूछेंगे मेरे विषय में तो ये शायद आपको कुछ लिख के या कुछ ऐसे बताएं, और ताकि चीज़ें आसान हो जाएंगी, इसलिए मैं खुद ही बता रहा हूँ कि ये मुझे लेके लिवनवर्थ प्रिजन जा रहे हैं, और मुझे 7 साल की जेल हुई है क्योंकि मैंने कुछ गलत काम किया है. Oh, said the girl with a deep breath and returning color. Not deep breath and returning color, what does this signify? This signifies that the girl was now satisfied that the person who is handcuffed, it means her beloved one or her lover, is at a safer side. He hasn't done anything wrong. In fact, he's a marshal who's taking the other one to the prison. She started regaining her colors back. So that's what you are doing out here, a marshal. So this is what you are doing, a marshal, you have become a marshal. तो अब वो लड़की की जो सांसें थी वापस आ गई और उसको संतुष्टि हो गई कि जो उसका बॉयफ्रेंड है वो उसने कुछ गलत नहीं किया, बल्कि वो तो पुलिस ऑफिसर बन गया जो दूसरे को जेल लेके जा रहा है. My dear Miss Field, said Easton calmly. Now it was the turn of Easton. He said, I had to do something. I was jobless, I had to do something. Money has a way of taking wings onto itself. So money can make a person do anything. And you know it takes money to keep step with the crowd in Washington. And if you are staying in Washington DC, capital of America, you need money to move with the crowd, to be a part of the society. You need money for that. I saw this opening in the West, means I saw this opportunity in the West, and well, a marshalship isn't quite as high as position as that of a commander. I know that you must not be very satisfied with my job because it's not as high post as being an ambassador, but still I am doing something. It's not I am a jobless now. तो अब जो ईस्टर्न था उसकी बारी थी. उसने कहा कि मुझे लगता है कि मिस फेयरचाइल्ड कुछ करना ज़रूरी था, बिना पैसे के तो कुछ जीवन चल नहीं सकता है, और पैसा है जो आपको हर जगह अपने साथ खींचता हुआ ले जाता है, और सोसाइटी में रहने के लिए, सोसाइटी में मूव करने के लिए आपको पैसा चाहिए होता है. और मुझे ये मौका मिला वेस्ट में और मैंने इस मौके का फ़ायदा उठाया और मैं मार्शलशिप करने लगा हूँ. मुझे मालूम है ये एम्बेसडर जैसी ऊंची पोस्ट नहीं है, लेकिन फिर भी मैं कुछ तो कर रहा हूँ. द एम्बेसडर सेड द गर्ल वार्मली. वार्मली मीन्स like with a sort of a she was like what to say, she felt very proud for that. No, she was quite arrogant in speaking. It was full of arrogance. Doesn't call anymore. So she said, ambassador, okay, it doesn't call it anymore. He need not ever have done so. Even though he would have not done this thing at all. You ought to know that. You should know that. Ambassador never do these these kind of things. And now you are one of these dashing Western heroes, and you are looking so nice, so dashing. Western heroes, the marshals, they are the Western heroes. And you ride and shoot and go on into all kind of danger. So you take, your life is full of danger. Even the ambassador's life is not full of danger. It's not they don't try to do dangerous things. They don't risk their life at all. So your life is full of danger. So you are far better than an ambassador, and you are doing so dangerous things. You ride, you risk your life, you shoot, and you go into all kind of danger. So you are always there to risk your life. So even ambassadors can't do this. So don't feel embarrassed for this for this job at all. That's different from the Washington life, but it's entirely different from the life which is there in Washington. You have been missed from the old crowd. Your old friend must be missing you. तो उसने कहा एम्बेसडर की छोड़ो, उस लड़की ने कहा, और तुम्हें मालूम है वो भी ऐसे काम नहीं कर सकते. तुम तो बहुत शानदार डैशिंग वेस्टर्न हीरो लग रहे हो. तुम तो राइड भी करते हो. राइड अब घोड़े पे भी हो सकता है, बुलेट और बाइक पे भी हो सकता है. गोलियां चलाते हो, हर तरह का रिस्क लेते हो, अपनी लाइफ को डेंजर डालते हो. ऐसी लाइफ तो वाशिंगटन में नहीं है. और तुम्हें पुराने दोस्त तो बहुत मिस करते हैं। The girl's eyes fascinated went back, widening a little to rest upon the glittering handcuff. So again, she was quite fascinated toward the person because that person was very close to her, and she again started looking at that handcuff, the glittering, the shining handcuff. अब गर्ल्स की जो आइज थी वो फिर उस हैंडकफ पे आ गई जो उस लड़के ईस्टर्न के और उसके साथ जो व्यक्ति था उसके बन लगी हुई थी। Don't you worry about them, miss, said the other man. The other man, again the glum-faced man, all marshal handcuffed themselves to the prison. And when she looked at that particular, at Mr. Easton, so she was confused why they both are handcuffed. In fact, who's wrong? It's very hard to differentiate and to discover that who is the convict and who is the police officer. So she looked at that handcuff and she had a sort of a question in her mind. उसकी आंखों में एक क्वेश्चन था, दिमाग में क्वेश्चन था कि ये हथकड़ी क्यों लगी। तो ये जो दूसरा आदमी था, दिस शो दैट द अदर पर्सन, द ग्लम फेस्ड पर्सन वाज वेरी लाइक इंटेलिजेंट and he was a good judger and observant as well. So he knew why the girl was looking at the handcuff and he answered कि उसने तुरंत देखा कि लड़की हैंडकफ की तरफ क्यों देख रही बार बार, तो तुरंत आंसर किया कि हम लोग जो मार्शल होते हैं वो अपने आप को भी हथकड़ी लगा लेते हैं दूसरे वाले के साथ ताकि भाग ना सके। Will we see you again soon in Washington? asked the girl. So a girl said that again, can we meet in Washington again? Not soon, I think, said Easton. My butterfly days are over. Butterfly days means when I was as free as a butterfly, I used to move from one place to another. अब वो कहता है नहीं मैं मेरे वो दिन चले गए जब मैं घुमक्कड़ था, मैं इधर से उधर घूमता रहता था, अब तो मैं जॉब में हूँ, मेरे लिए इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट। आई लव द वेस्ट, सेड द गर्ल irrelevantly. Means she was not relevant at all, means not related to the subject, and loved the West. Means she changed the topic. Means she was thinking about herself only, as she was a self-centered girl. This shows that she was a self-centered girl. She didn't pay attention to what that man said, and she said, I love the West. Her eyes were shining softly because she was thinking about the West, and she started imagining about the West. She looked away out of the car window and she ignored everything and started looking out of the car window. She began to speak truly and simply without the gloss of style and manner. So I told you she was a stylish girl, and now she started speaking in a very true way without any deliberance at all, and she was speaking simply. अब वो बिल्कुल सिंपल तरीके से बात करने लगी कि उसने ट्रेन की खिड़की के बाहर नज़र डाली। Mama, I spent the summers in Denver. Means what had happened to her? Nostalgic. She became nostalgic, and she started thinking about the past. And she said, and she remembered her past when she was there with her mama. Mama and I spent the summer in Denver. She went home a week ago because father was slightly ill. I could live and be happy in the West. I think the air here agrees with me. Money isn't everything, but people always misunderstand things and remain stupid. So this was the comment for Easton. According to her, Easton is the one because she was making him realize the importance of herself, that instead of coming with her, he was moving away, and he had not even promised that they would be meeting soon in Washington. So she said this, that people don't understand things, they misunderstand things, and they always remain stupid. They don't know the importance of others. That's why. अब वो यहाँ पे अपनी पीछे की बात सोच रही, उसने बताया उसकी माँ और वो अपना समर जो थे डेनवर में ही गुजार रहे थे, और वो अपने एक वीक पहले वो अपने घर गई क्योंकि उसके फादर की तबीयत नहीं ठीक थी, और वो लोग वहाँ पे खुशी से रह रहे थे क्योंकि उसकी एयर भी उसको वहाँ की बहुत अच्छी लगती थी, और उसको बहुत वातावरण बहुत पसंद था उसको वहाँ का। और लेकिन उसको लगा कि पीपल जो हैं, जो लोग हैं, वो समझते नहीं, समझदारी नहीं उनमें, और वो हमेशा जीवन भर मूर्ख ही रहते हैं। से मिस्टर मार्शल, ग्राउल द ग्लम फेस मैन। सो द ग्लम फेस मैन आस्क्ड दैट पर्सन, नाउ इट्स योर टाइम टू कमेंट, आप कुछ बोलिए। दिस इजंट क्वाइट फेयर, ये तो ठीक नहीं है कि आप इनके साथ ना जाके आप कहीं और जा रहे हैं। आई एम नीडिंग अ ड्रिंक, आई वॉन्ट अ ड्रिंक, आई हैवेंट हैड अ स्मोक ऑल डे, मैंने पूरे दिन से सिगरेट नहीं पी है। Haven't you talked long enough? Isn't it that you have wasted or you have had a very long talk? Take me in the smoker. Say, Mr. Marshall, growled the glum-faced man. This isn't quite fair. So the glum-faced man said that it's not quite fair at all. I am needing a drink. I need to drink something. I am feeling thirsty and haven't had a smoke, and I have not smoked also the whole day. Haven't you talked long enough? Isn't your conversation taken a very long time? Take me in the smoker. Smoker is the place generally in countries and many places the people don't smoke in a public area. They go to a private compartment or private area where they go and smoke. Now won't you? I am half dead for a pipe, so I am dying without a cigarette or a pipe. Let's go there. So he wanted to interrupt, he wanted to end this conversation, because the more they'll talk, the more it could reveal the secret. And what the secret, even I don't know. अब मार्शल ने कहा कि अब मुझे कुछ पीना है, मुझे सिगरेट भी पीनी है, मैं पूरे दिन से मैंने सिगरेट नहीं पी है, और आप लोग की बातचीत बहुत ज़्यादा हो रही, चलो स्मोकर जोन में चलें जहाँ पे मैं सिगरेट पी सकता हूँ. The bound travelers rose to their feet. They were like sitting close to each other, and they stood up. Easton with the same slow smile on his face. Easton was having that same slow smile. Slow smile means he was not happy. I don't know why he was not happy, but he had something in his heart, and something he was it could be a sort of a struggle going inside, and he was not happy because of that. I can't deny a petition for tobacco, he said. He said, I cannot refuse your request, I cannot put down your request. It's the one friend of the unfortunate. It's one friend of the unfortunate. And it has two meanings here. One friend, the cigarette would be a one friend of the unfortunate, or the other person, the glum-faced person, could be the friend of this unfortunate Easton. Why Easton considered himself unfortunate, we don't know. सो देयर कुड बी टू मीनिंग्स. अब यहाँ पे उसने कहा मैं आपकी जो प्रार्थना उसको झुट मतलब नीचे नहीं कर सकता हूँ, उसको मना नहीं कर सकता हूँ, क्योंकि यही एक दोस्त होता है बदनसीब का. बदनसीब का मतलब दो हो सकता है, या जिसको सिगरेट ना मिले उसको सिगरेट के लिए बदनसीबी हो सकती है, या ईस्टर्न खुद को बदनसीब मांग रहा है और अपने फ्रेंड से कह रहा है. अब वो क्यों बदनसीब है हम लोग को नहीं मालूम. गुड बाय मिस फेयरचाइल्ड, ड्यूटी कॉल्स, यू नो. मुझे मेरी ड्यूटी बुला रही है, ड्यूटी इज कॉलिंग मी एंड आई हैव टू गो. ही हेल्ड आउट हिज हैंड फॉर अ फेयरवेल. सो ही हेल्ड आउट हिज हैंड फॉर अ फेयरवेल. इट्स अ टाइम टू डिपार्ट. अब ये समय हम लोग के अलग होने का. It's too bad you are not going east, she said. She was not happy. She was not happy with this idea that he's not going to east, and they never knew that they both are going to board the same train, the same coach, and the seat opposite to each other. And then also her beloved would refuse because of his duty. And she reminded him of the butterfly days when he was as free as a butterfly and he did whatever she wanted. And now he is not ready to deny his duty and come with her. तो that's why she was not happy. अब उसके चेहरे पे एक वो था कि ये मेरे साथ नहीं आ रहा है. और but you must go on to Leavenworth, I suppose. लेकिन but I am sure that you are going to Leavenworth. I suppose. Yes, said Easton. I must go on to Leavenworth. He said, no, definitely I am going to Leavenworth. I am sure I am going to Leavenworth. The two men settled down the aisle into the smoker. They sneaked. They went into the smoker, the smoking zone where they were allowed to smoke. Now the conversation is over. Till here, अब उन लोग के बीच की बातचीत खत्म हो चुकी है. अब ये लोग स्मोकर जोन में आ चुके हैं. The two passengers in a seat nearby, there were two more passengers who were sitting very close to them, had heard most of the conversation, and those who were hearing to whatever they were talking. दो passengers और बैठे थे जो उनकी सारी बातें सुन रहे थे. Said one of them, and one out of two said that Marshall's a good sort of a chap. That Marshall is really a good person. Some of these Western fellows are all right, and some of these fellows who come from West, they are really good. This was the opinion of one of the two passengers who listened to the conversation. दो जो passengers बैठे थे उनमें से एक ने जिसने उनकी एक एक बात सुनी थी उसने कहा कि कुछ मार्शल बहुत अच्छे होते हैं. Pretty young to hold an office like that, isn't he? Asked the other. The other, now this is the climax of the story, and he said that pretty young, he is quite young to hold the position of a marshal. Generally people, those who are so elegantly dressed up and those who are like so young, they don't get this type of a job. You know, risk their life, and he's looking so smart and dashing. So he was not like convinced. Young, exclaimed the first speaker. Again, the first speaker said, exclaimed with surprise, that Young, about whom are you talking? Why? Oh, didn't you catch on? Didn't you observe? Did you ever know an officer to handcuff a prisoner to his right hand? Have you ever seen, heard that an officer handcuff a prisoner to his right hand? So that was the question. Means officers always handcuff prisoners to their left hand, not to the right hand, because right is their working hand. They never do. They handcuff a person to their opposite hand. The right is your working hand. So that is the story. Means what's the end of the story? The end of the story that Easton was the convict and the glum-faced person was the marshal. And the marshal was quite an intelligent person. He knew, he understood the circumstances, the situation, how embarrassed Easton could be when he was like sitting in front of the lady who knew him very well, and knowing his circumstances, his condition, he took the charge on his own, and he, though it was a different ball game for him, and he said he was quite a witty person, he took the responsibility and he pretended that as if he was the convict and Easton was the marshal. And the lady also took it as so, and she was convinced, though she was not happy till the end, that this Easton was not going with her. But two passengers out of one was quite intelligent, and he noticed that this Easton was handcuffed to his wrong hand. So he said that no, officers, the marshal handcuffed a prisoner to his right hand, not to the left hand. अब ये स्टोरी में जब ये लोग चले जाते हैं तो दो लोग जो बैठे होते हैं उनमें से एक कहता है कि ये बहुत छोटी उम्र में मार्शल बन गया, तो बहुत ही अच्छा, बहुत मुश्किल जॉब है। तो दूसरा कहता हाँ, छोटी उम्र में तो बनना बहुत मुश्किल काम है। और जो पहले वाला है वो कहता है छोटी उम्र, तुम क्या सोचो, ये मार्शल तो दूसरा है, ये तो अपराधी है। क्योंकि कभी भी कोई अपने सीधे हाथ में, उल्टे हाथ में हथकड़ी नहीं लगाता है मार्शल, हमेशा उसके सीधे हाथ में ही लगाया जाता है, उल्टे हाथ में लगाते हैं, सीधे में नहीं, क्योंकि सीधा वर्किंग हैंड होता है। तो ये तुम गलत सोच रहे हो, यानी तुम भी नहीं पहचान पाए और किसने इतने कितनी बुद्धिमानी से तुम लोग को धोखा दिया। तो जो ऑफिसर था, जो वास्तव में ऑफिसर था, वो बहुत बुद्धिमान था। उसने देखा किस परेशानी में ईस्टर्न फंस गया, जब उसको उसकी ही पुरानी मिलने वाली मिल गई, उसकी क्या स्थिति होगी। उसने स्थिति को भांपते हुए तुरंत बुद्धिमानी से काम लिया और खुद को अपराधी बता दिया और ईस्टर्न को पुलिस वाला बता दिया। लेकिन और उससे गर्ल कन्विंस भी हो गई, वो मान गई कि ऐसा होगा। लेकिन जो दो वहाँ पे यात्री और बैठे थे, उनमें से एक यात्री ने तुरंत पहचान लिया कि कभी भी कोई ऑफिसर अपराधी को अपने सीधे हाथ में हथकड़ी नहीं लगाता है, हमेशा उल्टे हाथ में रहता है, सीधा हाथ हमेशा खाली रहता है। सो दैट वाज द स्टोरी। वी हैड three characters, and first character is Mr. Easton. Mr. Easton, I'll say that he was handsome person with a frank countenance, means that he was having a frank face and a bold face, and he was quite mannered. He feels embarrassed in handcuff, and he was a counterfeiter in reality. He was a convict in reality. Miss Fairchild, she was charming and a pretty lady. She was rich, materialistic, because she had with her many things of luxuries, and self-centered. She always wanted to be a center of attraction. That's why she used to change her way of speaking. She got tensed. She got tense when she thought that person was handcuffed. She felt uncomfortable also, and felt embarrassed also that she was talking to a person who was handcuffed. Bewildered, she was confused when she saw that why that marshal is handcuffed, and so that was the character of this Miss Fairchild. And the third man is the marshal, who is really the marshal. I believe he is the most important character, because he is quite witty, he is quite intelligent, he is quite calculative. So he understood the situation very well, and he never let it get loose at all. He is a ruffled, glum-faced person, as I told you, a gloomy person, heavily built, roughly dressed up, but still he is kind and helpful. I believe you will agree to me that he was kind enough. Generally these people are not kind enough, and they are straightforward, but here he was kind and very helpful. He helped that person to come out from that awful situation. Observant, as I kept on telling you, that he was very observant and intelligent. So these were the qualities of and the character, in fact, and the qualities of the people. We have already discussed the title of the story, the theme of the story, and if you haven't subscribed the channel till now, please do it, and press the bell icon to get the latest videos which we keep on providing for you all, for both CBSE and ICSE board, from classes 9 to 12 English. Thank you.